You're listening to Sit, Talk, and Listen podcast with your hosts, Payroll Rob and Xavi Bauer.
Guess who's back? Back again. That's right. It's Xav. It's Rob. It's Sit, Talk, and Listen, episode 69. We thought we'd make everybody wait a little bit on this one. Well, how long has it been since our last podcast, Xavi?
4 months?
4 months.
Thought you heard The Last of Us.
Psych, we're back like Jordan with the 4-5. Whatever you
We'll get into that later.
Well, yeah, well, you can tell them. We're going to do our Mount Rushmore for best comebacks today.
Best returns.
Best returns. It could be a comeback, right?
Well, yeah, but not comeback in the sense of like down 28-3.
Right.
Like comeback and like taking a hiatus and returning.
Mm-hmm. I like it, which is kind of what we did unintentionally. Life gets in the way. So it was April 13th, our last podcast we recorded and put out there. It's been 119 days.
4 months.
Since our last podcast
4
release.
months.
Quite a bit has happened in our lives, Xavier and I's lives. None of it we're going to share with any of you guys because we don't care. But we've just been
It's hard to recap everything. Like I can't even think. Like there's so much.
I feel like I've lived a few lifetimes almost in the last bunch of months. I've just been so much has been going on. So,
but at the same time, it doesn't feel like 4 months has passed at all.
Right.
Like it feels like right now, like we just were doing this a week ago. You know, it's like it's been so long, but it's so like flown by all in the same.
It's true. Yeah, it's definitely just been like a whirlwind bunch of months with so much going on. It's like I'm gonna have, I was thinking about this the other day, right? So, like, obviously, technology is advanced as it's ever been, and us as humans, we're just flying through experiences like so much quicker than humans probably ever flew through experiences in any point in human history, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, think about it. Our ancestors not that long ago, 100 years ago, they might go on one trip that was like outside of their city, go to one trip to Chicago, and that was like their experience that they had to live with their whole life. They got to, think on that and write about it, talk to their grandkids about it, whatever. All I'm saying is we jump from one experience to another experience to things that we have to do, not necessarily like trips or like whatever, big experiences, but every day we're experiencing something new usually that we didn't have to experience before. So we just don't get digestion, right? There's no time to digest what has actually happened to us.
It's always on right to the next.
Yeah. Like
it's hard for me to even digest these last 4 months. Like when you like ask like, what have we left out, it's like it's so hard and so much has happened, but it's so hard for me to sit back and like process and think about.
Yeah, it would take me 4 months to recount what happened the last 4 months because you don't sit down, we don't think about our day to day as often. We're just not as thoughtful about our experiences as maybe people once were. So the time has just been flying by. I've been cooking with the band, working a lot with them, keeping me definitely busy there. And I started at the restaurant right when we did our last episode, doing about a shift or two a week there to pay for that silly car repair.
You weren't working there before?
No, that's what I was saying. Our last episode was the same week that I went into the restaurant to start getting some shifts going.
Golly.
So maybe we can just blame Rosalita's for the reason.
I mean, that's been part of it because it seems like our schedules are so opposite there, even though you don't work there that often. Like the days that I am free, and then, like both of our lives have been so busy. The couple, we have hung out since then, but it's like we're trying to hang out.
Having enough time to hang out and put together this. I mean, like, look, you can't just shit out a well-oiled podcast like this. It takes a little bit of time.
I appreciate our sponsors
Tony
being so
doesn't
patient.
Do nothing.
Yeah. I mean, he's been
fucking slacking, sitting in the corner, the cuck chair over there, just looking at us all weird, wondering why we're not here. He's been in my basement for 4 months, locked up, guys.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think about like I mean, where do you start?
How do we get back in the flow of this?
How do you start? I mean, and obviously we can get in the flow of it. We can do national days. I mean,
we will.
Number 69 is Jared Allen, David Bakhtiari. Not important.
Done.
That number kind of sucks. We'll move on from that. We have too much stuff to cover. But like, I'm like, do we even try to attempt to like catch up, or do people care?
What's catch
We're
up?
back.
What are we catching up on? This is an evergreen show. People
We're
listen to it
back,
because
and it will be more regularly now.
Yes.
I did just switch my days off. Should be more regularly from Tuesday to Monday, which
Nice.
should help because it's more conducive for both of our schedules.
Agreed.
Yeah. So I
Agreed.
guess talk to them in November.
Yeah, we'll see everybody in November. Hopefully you like this episode. So like I said, the band's been real busy, all sorts of interesting gigs along the way. One stands out particularly. We played this private party a couple months ago, I guess now it's even been. It was a private party. I guess a guy throws a yearly, like a big fish fry for a bunch of his family and friends. I mean, there was probably, 200 people at this party, and it's just at this person's property. They got a big old piece of land somewhere, and I'm trying to remember. I think it was out west, like Wentzville, the Wentzville territories. So anyway, we're out there. We're set up. We're start the gig. Everything's going fine. Everybody's having a good old time, partying, hanging out, and we're playing good. Making the party happen, right? Well, we get down to like the last hour of the night, and as we're about to like go on a break, our last little break, what I didn't know at the time, but we find out after. So somebody knocks one of our main speakers over, right? Like a speaker on a pole. You can
Again?
picture what I'm saying. No, what do you mean again? Nobody on this podcast has heard this story.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Xavier heard this story because
Okay, so
he's seen me in the last 2 months.
Story. Okay, yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
So this dude leans into the speaker and knocks it over, and it's a big, big heavy. It's a speaker, right? And our lead singer just starts going off on him, like, "What the fuck are you doing? Like, that's a $3,000 speaker. What are you doing? Blah blah blah." And the dude's just standing there, like, being drunk. And, like, so our singer, he, like, runs over to the speaker and he's, like, picking it up. He's like, "Dude, back up." And the guy's, like, just hovering over him, like, as he's, yelling about, "What the fuck are you doing?" And he's trying to pick up the speaker. And the guy's just fucking standing there, hovering over him, younger dude in his 20s probably. And then Adam's like, "Dude, just back up." And the guy just wouldn't back up. He's like, "Man, fucking give me some space." So he, like, shoves him. Doesn't shove him super hard, but hard enough that the dude like, oh, and like stumbles backwards and then falls on his ass. And when that happened, like a couple of people got in and like took the dude that knocked our speaker over, took him like away and like into the house. And then the guy that books us comes over and is talking at him, trying to calm him down, being like, "Oh, well, it's his son that knocked our speaker over. The guy whose party it was and who hired us, it was his dumbass drunk kid that knocked our speaker over. Speaker wasn't it had like a little dent on it, but it still worked. It wasn't broken in that sense. Adam was pretty heated, obviously. And then like after talking with the owner for a little bit, like he calms down and the son comes out and I guess apologized to him, and then Adam apologized, but then it obviously just kind of ruined the whole vibes of the party. And we play our last set, and then as we're like breaking down, now the sister of this dude that knocks our speaker comes up and is just like, hey, you guys, you were great, this and that. And Adam's like, "Thanks." And she's like, "So why did you push my brother?" Immediately like launches into like rehashing up this whole shit that happened in like an hour ago. Like we could have just left it, let it lay, right? These guys apologize to each other. We're done. We're gonna start packing up. No, here comes this girl, and she just wants to bring the drama up, right? So she starts going in on him, and then like they just start cursing at each other back and forth. I mean, we got packed up and out of there, but it was an uncomfortable situation. And it's just like, it just left me wondering, like, what the fuck is wrong with people, right? Like, this dumbass knocks our shit over, and everybody's trying to act like it's Adam's fault for being angry about it. Like, why is it is it wrong to be angry about your shit being fucked with? I don't know.
I think it just goes into, like, the societal norms of everybody's supposed to bite their tongues constantly, and not like speak on the reality, but more of like what's going to be the most cohesive and kumbaya amongst everybody.
Kumbaya.
I think it's just what's expected. Like people don't want you to speak on like the truth. Everybody wants people to play into their delusions, or in this case of like whatever's going to keep the peace. So let's not talk about the guy that knocked over the $3,000 speaker. You should be like, oh, it's okay, it's no big deal. You know, shit happens. And anything
like, you're supposed to be
that,
cool with the guy, like, oh, I'm just an idiot.
That's just a microcosm of life, though. Like, that's what people want. People don't want to hash out or think about their wrongdoings. It's much easier to be like, oh, they freaked out at my wrongdoings. Like, let's focus in on this. You know, also, like, I think there's a correlation of being, and not saying this is true for everybody that comes from wealth, but the wealthier the parents, there's a correlation of a Venn diagram. There's a huge overlap of, like, wealthy parents and lack of co-parenting respect. And there's clearly kids that grew up with money who have been taught respect, and there's plenty of those.
Sure.
But I feel like there's a big, huge correlation of Nepo babies.
Yeah.
And just being
people, somebody that assumes that they're deserving of maybe some sort of, like, higher respect than they're earned. They just assume they deserve a higher respect because they have, money, or like or they're from a family with money.
Well, we all,
because that was the the funniest dang part. As we're like in the truck pulling out the gig, leaving, the sister is still like going in on Adam at the time, and she's like, yeah, just leave my property. And I'm like, this is not your property, it's your dad's property, and you could be cut out of the will by the time.
She'll probably marry someone also that's well off and have the same delusions in her head, and it's like, it's up to us to play into them. And you know, let's not, obviously you and I are both outspoken people who we don't like to play in delusions, so maybe that's
true,
get us into
sticky situation,
stuff like that. And it's like, I ask myself all the time, like, was that worth it? Like, should I have done that? Should I have said that? Should I play into this facade that everybody in society plays into?
Yeah.
And it's, you know,
I feel like
time and place for everything.
It is. I guess I'm just not. I don't play into it, but I'm not nearly as aggressive as some people are. Like, I'm not as aggressive with their words like Adam can be. I'll be a sarcastic, prick to somebody that's acting like entitled or they're not playing by the rules. They think they're ahead of, above the rules, I guess is what I'm looking for. So I'll definitely won't play into it and just be a sarcastic prick to them, but I won't be as like cutting with my words. Not cutting, I guess is the right words, but I won't be as like, you dumb cunt. Like, I won't ever be like that.
Well, even then, and not to air out all like the stuff that we've talked about off air, but like there's even hypocrisies that lie within that. Like, yes, he was mad and voicing that, and this was because that person was a douchebag. But like, let that person be of a different race, then all of a sudden it could be made about race, and I bet that would be brought
big
up.
Time.
And I'm not like, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
Well,
but it's like in those moments you want to be like, well, see, like,
I think that's what makes me like not lash out with aggressive words, because then people like take it in a different kind of way than just like, oh, maybe I should respect what this person's saying. Like, if you start using violent words or whatever, then people just instantly are like, oh, well, they're mad at me for some other reason, not like this other reason.
These were affluent whites, I take it, in Winsville.
Yeah, I mean, usually it's not the poor whites that are hiring bands for their parties of 200 people.
That's what I'm saying. But it's these moments where I'm like, look, these people suck.
And these moments, they do. And there was definitely some interesting gigs. This past weekend, I had a gig where there was a little shoving breaking out at Sky Music Lounge. There was 2 private parties had the place reserved, and one of them was a 50th birthday party, and the 50th birthday party brought in a male stripper to perform between the bands. So we're up there on stage setting up. I'm just kind of minding my own business. I'm not like really trying to take in the show or
take a break from setting up to hit the stage.
Yeah. No, they were down in front of the stage. The guy was doing his little chair dancing on the girls and all this and that. At one point, he whipped out a dildo, and it had some sort of little fluid come out of this dildo. I said, this is a scene. This is a scene.
And that just reminded me, too, I guess since the last time we recorded, I've, for the first time ever, watched Love Island in its entirety. And it's like the things that are being watched by the masses in this country and celebrated, it's like, it's just kind of a State of the Union address, almost like
let's look in the mirror.
It's man.
I mean, I get it in the sense trash TV is always supposed to be there for people that want to feel better about themselves, but like we've just gone too far.
So far, dude. Like I cringe watched 75% of that show.
Yeah,
it was a tough watch, and it's like the most popular reality show in America right now.
So back to the stripper story at the gig. While that was going on, and I'm setting up, I look over and I then see like a guy standing up and another guy like coming up and getting in his face. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? And then something happened and the guy shoved the other guy like back and he fell down. They were like two older dudes in their 60s probably. And then one of the other band members told me, he's like, whoa, that guy, so guy one had, I guess, gotten up. And so, okay, let me give you the context. It wasn't just, so the private parties had the place booked, but then like regular patrons could still come in to the bar. So this was, I guess, not a member of the party that the guy got up and like knocked the stripper's cowboy hat off. And just because he was like not liking what was happening or whatever. And then the dad of the birthday girl, I think it was, like is the one that got in the face of this guy and then shoved him for like fucking with the stripper or whatever. And then the bar manager like goes up to the guy who had gotten shoved and was like, what's going on? He's like, I really just don't feel comfortable with what's going on in here, and I just had to do something. It's like,
if it was a girl stripper, he would have felt the same way.
No, I think the guy's probably got some gay tendencies he's trying to bury down, and that male stripper made him feel a certain type of way, and he had to lash out and fucking knock the hat off the guy's head. What a weird thing. What a weird thing. So he probably deserved to be pushed. Like, let the people do their things, man. Nobody said you had to watch the stripper, you know?
Yeah, it's so hard for me to hear any stories right now or anything. Like, I'm just so done with society. Like, golly, dude.
Well, those couple stories.
When you just, like, really just break it down and almost break down any situation or any drama-filled thing.
Yeah.
It usually boils down to just fuckery and just humans at their absolute worst. And
worst. On my worst behavior.
Like, you know, we're not a political podcast, but
not a political pod.
I mean, one of the worst human beings in the world, Erica Kirk. Like,
yeah,
let's just be so for real. Like, it's just an absolute scumbag, trash, piece of shit human,
opportunist.
Yes, and like, I feel like that's just it's a great representation of like who we are as a whole. Nobody actually, I shouldn't say nobody, as a large group of people have no morals, no standards. It's what can I get out of every single opportunity.
Those people said, what can Brown do for me? And they're not talking about UPS.
And if I'd say anything in the last 4 months, which I've already been like, you know, on my mind, I will say largely consuming my mind is realizing this from like taking a peek out. Whether it be the guy that's so insecure that he wants to just suck every cock that's near him, having to knock a cowboy hat off a stripper because he wants to suck that dude's dick,
right.
Or whether it be somebody fucking coming out and sticking up for their brother because they know they don't want to come to grips with maybe my family wasn't raised right and we are all pieces of shit. Yeah. And it makes me instantly just like view all these situations and just want to like eviscerate them, just come at their throats and make them like realize, like put them in an ayahuasca chamber and make them come to grips with all these terrible things and the terrible reasons they are. And then that's literally, if I could say in the last 4 months what I just have been consumed with and just almost lashing out more and more and more, it's just like, it's terrible. It's so terrible. Like nobody even realizes why they are acting like the way they are. And
well, that I don't know. Maybe self-reflection has always been low, but it's just definitely at a low point. Well, what's our bar? We don't have anything to measure it against.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
not really. Just the people that are around us.
Oh, there's just so many more distractions now. Like,
sure, they don't have to
like
be.
You said, all these people are just so thrown in our face, whether it be through TV, or social media and shit. It's like so easy.
There's no time to digest on things.
It's crazy.
Which is obviously showing a detriment because that girl probably woke up the next day and was like, "Man, that band." Fucking, they pushed my brother down. Like she was probably cursing the next day about how like we were messed up.
Something that is so like stupid is like, sorry that my dad paid you guys here. My brother got drunk and accidentally bumped into your speaker. What's the big deal?
Totally, that 100%. You know that's the prevailing attitude for sure.
It would never be like, you know what, that was crazy.
So
I will say this:
we did knock down one of their expensive pieces of equipment that's their livelihood
on the opposite end, and I want to just instead of being so negative, it's our first time back in 4 months.
Why are you so negative?
I messed up. I guess months ago, I took a call order for a catering order. There was like probably $1,600 for this huge like thing. But that morning, we happened to not have a host. We had a bunch of people coming in to pick up catering orders.
Right.
In between that, I took this huge catering order online. It's the morning. Things are chaotic. I took this catering order, forgot to print it off. All this stuff. This was like 3 months in advance.
Bring them up.
Comes down to the day. They call. I happen to be the closing manager that night too. This lady calls.
At least it
and was
dumps on
like,
you, I
"Hey,
guess.
where are you guys?" It's like I go back and look. Never printed the orders out.
Gosh.
Long story, a little shorter. She's so livid. Like,
Yeah.
she's like, I have,
All these people here.
60 people here. We don't have our food. We get there an hour early. She's like, what are you going to do for me? I was like, I'll give you $200 in gift cards. Like, what else are you going to do? I'm so mad. 50% off. Ends up, I comp the entire thing.
Yeah.
Give him $200 in gift cards. And she's
That's crazy.
she's letting me hear it. And you know what? At the same time, like, whatever. It is what it is.
Like, I mean, I could understand the lividness, but like when you guys make it right.
I'm getting to the positive part.
Yeah.
of it.
Okay.
Fast forward to last week. This was like 2 weeks after the party. I get a call on my cell phone. She's like, "Hey, I had a catering order a few weeks ago through you guys. I think this is Nick, the one." She's like, "I talked to you so unfairly. I was so stressed in the moment."
Dang.
She's like, "And it's been eating at my heart. Like, I want to call and say, like, we all have things at our jobs that, like, that happen. Mistakes happen. I don't know what was going on there at the time." She's like, "And I was being selfish. And when I talked to you like that, I had no," she's like, "I was stressed and had no consideration." She's like,
Wow.
"So I just wanted to call and apologize." So, there are people, and like, that was Chesterfield.
Well, let's give it up for that lady.
Yeah, literally.
great.
She was like, "It was eating at my heart that I talked to you like that." And even though I understood, because it is stressful.
yeah.
You're hosting a party.
Sure.
And also it's like
She has a reason to be upset.
and she
so it's
regretted
like-
the way she talked in that moment. And it ate
Yeah.
up enough for 2 weeks that she had to call and be like, "That's not me. And you didn't deserve that. I don't know what's going on in your life." And I just thought that was pretty wholesome.
Yeah. Kudos to that for sure. And that's, somebody that took some inventory and had time to digest and just like, you know what? I wish that was different and I'm going to do something about it. And that's awesome, I think. Well, I tell these stories, Xavi, because I got a list here. We can run it down real quick, but there's social situations that nobody teaches you about. Like if you knock somebody's stuff over, maybe you should apologize. Let's see. Well, the awkward one, right? When somebody's waving, you're like, "Oh, hey," and then they're waving at the guy behind you. Do you just want to die at that moment, or are you like play into it sometimes?
But I think if you're witty enough and keep your bearings, you could turn the situation and then turn around and wave at that person too, and it could be funny. It could be funny for
like,
everyone.
"Oh."
But it's hard to come up like
You gotta
on the
be-
spot.
yeah,
But
you-
if you do that, that'd be funny, right? If you were waving at
Sure.
the person and they wave, you would laugh if that person in between turned around and started waving too.
Yep.
That's how you can handle that. What's the next one?
When you see somebody at the grocery store and both of you pretend not to see each other.
Yeah, but I think that's the best. Because
I think
otherwise,
that's the best.
you get into a conversation with somebody you haven't seen in 10 years, and it always ends the same way.
We should hang out
Yeah.
sometime. That's on this list
Text
too.
me.
Text
me. We should definitely catch up. Well,
Oh, it's good seeing you.
because of the circumstances that we just happen to be in the same place at the same time changes the dynamic of our relationship. That's one of those things that
Yeah.
as a society I talk about. We play into this facade to be polite. And it's like, should you be polite in that situation?
I mean, be polite, but
I
I
think the
don't
way to
want
wrap it up is good seeing you.
Yeah.
It was good bumping. I'm glad we bumped into each other.
I will not be the person to say we should hang out. We
You'll
got to
say,
get together.
It was nice running into you.
Yeah, I'll say that, but I won't be the one to say, "Hey, we need to hang out sometime."
But that always
soon.
happens.
But usually, that's what I hear a lot of people say
Dude,
for sure.
text me, man.
I'm like, no, I haven't for 10 years. There's a reason for it.
Not anything bad, but it's like
Yeah.
life's changed for both of us.
Yeah, like
If
I have a
wanna
certain
see you
amount of
between
hours
now
in a day.
and me running into you in the bread aisle at Schnucks.
It would have happened. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's funny. That's funny.
Next.
When somebody introduces themselves and you immediately forget their name.
Oh, I think that's not as bad as meeting somebody, spending like a whole evening with them,
Yeah.
seeing them 3 months later. Mm-hmm. They're like, "What's up, Bob? What's up, Rob?"
Yeah.
And you're like, "Hey, dude." And then you're like, then you
Hi,
play the game
friend.
of like, I want somebody else to say their name because I don't have to even ask not only them, but I don't want to ask anybody else like, "Hey, what's their name?"
Sure.
Because they're like, "Oh my God, they've been talking so highly of you, and you
Yeah.
don't even remember their name." the dynamic of this relationship is crazy.
Yeah. And then the longer the amount of time that goes by and you don't know it, the more awkward it is if you have to then
And
like
eventually
ask
they
somebody.
put it together that you don't know their name because you keep calling them bro, dude, buddy.
So what's my name? Well, Ashley Robinson January Blue. I don't know.
If you do know somebody's name and they're like, "What's up, Rob?" Do you greet? Is there ever occasion, even if you do know somebody's name, if they're like, "Hey, Rob," and you know the guy's name is Gary, would you be like, "Hey, dude," or would you be like, "Hey, Gary"?
I don't feel like I'll respond with a proper name most
You would
times.
still call them dude even if you knew their name or something.
Probably.
What's up, man?
If they came at me with a proper name, I wouldn't then respond to their proper name. But like if they just said "What up," and I do know them, I'm like, "Oh, what up, David?" or whatever. You know, I don't know. I might. Or usually, I'm a nicknames guy, right? Everybody gets a little nickety name.
Well, it happens all the time, like in the restaurant industry. If you left a lasting impression on somebody as a server,
Right.
and if you're good at it, hopefully that happens all the time. And they'll come in and be like, "Hey," like this and that. And like, "Do you remember us?" And then you go through like, "Okay, are you restaurant or are you outside life? Are you restaurant or are you outside life? Oh, you are restaurant?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes.
Of course.
And it's like you're trying to go through the Rolodex in your head of like, that sucks, dude. Because then you're like, man, now this creates an awkward dynamic. And I hope they tip me still.
For sure. When somebody starts crying in front of you, I've had that.
What do you do?
Walk away.
Whoa.
Well, it depends. If they're talking to me, then it's different than if it's like somebody's just crying and I wasn't like engaged in a conversation with that
Stranger or
person.
a person you know?
Well,
That changes. These things are all important.
sure. It depends. Like,
You gotta go.
like Chris Banjo player, him and his girlfriend had broken up. One of the many times that they had broken up. This was like a month ago at a gig, and he's like,
relationships.
yeah. Codependency is a motherfucker. Anyway, they were broken up at this point in time, and we're at a gig, and we're setting up, and I kind of glance over, and I see him like sobbing behind his sunglasses. I'm like, I'm just gonna not engage right now because I know obviously what he's dealing with, what he's going through. But it's like
hand to the back.
Yeah, later I did give him a nice little pat on the shoulder.
You got this.
No, didn't say nothing. Just give him a
That's
pat.
how I do it. I'm visualizing all these
The
situations and
situations.
how I handle it.
Yeah, into the mic, not below the mic.
I
Move
just
it
think
where
that,
you need it.
I
There
just
you
think
go.
of like if that happens to me, I don't like the. Do you want to talk? No, if I want to talk, I'd be talking to you.
Well, that's what I think is awkward about like
But it's a
if I just
comfort-
walk in and I see
comfort
somebody
them.
crying, I'd just be like,
I will say on the opposite end of that, not crying, but you know when I'm shocked or sometimes I get a little pissed off.
no. Maybe
What I
doesn't get
hate
mad.
more than anything when I'm doing that, there's a server,
Calm down.
I love him, Alex Blessed. When he knows I'm in a bad mood, he like comes up and he puts his arm around me, and it's so triggering. Like, do not touch me. When
'cause
I'm in a bad mood, don't touch me.
Yeah, it feels
At all.
condescending almost.
And he's not trying to be.
Sure.
He's like, hey, and it's like, I don't like you get your arm around like from all around me before I fucking break it.
Right. I can understand that.
So, but like you feel like also just kind of an asshole if you don't say anything. Well, this person's crying in front of me. I feel like a little, just a light gesture, hand to the back, like everything's gonna be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Everything works itself out.
This one's on the list here, and
One
I don't
day at a
know.
time.
I don't feel as though this one's like an awkward or a
This
social
too shall pass.
or like a situation that wasn't thought about. It says you're at someone's house and they haven't offered you anything to eat or drink. Like, I don't know.
No,
Somebody says,
you don't
"How do you
say
handle
anything.
that?" Yeah, you don't say shit. You can't hang out for like a couple hours without needing food and drink.
Here's the thing. What if you are hungry? And then here's the new scenario. You're hungry. They're like, you hungry? You going to eat anything? I'm like, usually I'll be like, are you going to eat? No, but like if you want something, that's fine.
Yeah.
In that moment, it's like, oh, I am so hungry, but they're not eating.
Mm-hmm.
Do you lie or do you be like, actually, like, what do you have? How do you play that?
I'd just be honest. Be like, well, I am hungry. I was thinking about eating, and if you're not hungry, then maybe I'll go grab something. Like if you're,
Yes.
you know what I mean. Like,
No need for that.
yeah, you know,
I have
the
stuff to
pantry
make
is
a sandwich.
full.
Yeah. Dude, that's when you start playing the little
Yeah.
fucking tango.
And if you're goddamn thirsty, just say, hey, you got a cup? I'd love to get some water. I'm thirsty. Like, don't be a bitch.
And everybody's always like, you have water.
Well, yeah. Like, I'm not going to just assume you have special drinks.
But nobody ever says, can I have water? Like, do you have water?
Yeah.
Everybody has water in America.
Well, yeah, but not bottled water.
Yeah, but I'm just saying in general, like,
yeah.
Can I have some water, people say?
But some people will ask for water, and if you don't have bottled water, be like, well, I'm okay then, actually. And I'm like, oh, well, fuck me then.
What do you do if they
bougie ass can't even
can
drink
I
tap
add scenarios?
water? Yes, of course.
You're at somebody's house, they prepare dinner, you're going over there to eat with them.
Yes.
You don't like the food that they prepared.
Yeah, that's tough.
How do you go about that?
Is it, I don't like it because of just
something you don't like.
Yeah,
there's an ingredient that you don't like,
and they invited me over.
It's one of those ingredients that's hard to pick around. Well,
why would they invite me over to have liver and onions when they know I don't like liver and onions?
Something that you thought you'd like, or you have liked it, but you don't like the way they prepared it.
Now and that's an even more tougher one.
Yes. Like, hey,
I guess I'm gonna probably.
Why don't you come over, Bob, for some pizza or whatever it is? And the pizza they made is just like something's not like it. Just tastes like shit. You don't like it.
Well, you gotta
eat it. You force it. You go paper towel over plate, and when they're not looking, and go make the quick scurry to the trash can.
I'll eat a little bit of it, and then I just would only take a little bit of it.
I don't know. It was so good, but something's not sitting well.
Yeah,
right.
That's I had a big lunch, and I thought I'd be more hungry by now, and it just I haven't worked off this lunch.
So nice of you.
Oh, do you want us to prepare some for you to go? You can have a to-go plate.
God no.
Put that shit away. I don't want it. Yeah. No, I can.
These are good.
When somebody's zipper's down, do you tell them? Do you not tell them? Yeah, I tell them. I'm a teller.
Oh, and don't even tell them. Give them eye contact, and then the pull up of the zipper.
Yeah. Or you give them the, most guys know what's up if you give them the old fly sign.
Something in somebody's tooth, you tell them.
Yeah.
Just a little.
Now, I can understand if it's like a woman and she comes across a guy that zippers down. Like, I'm sure it's more awkward for her to acknowledge it. Because then, I don't know. It just is. Women are always more awkward about that kind of stuff.
A woman with her zipper down.
No, not in my experience.
They're zipped up.
They're zipped up all the time. When somebody says something embarrassing and nobody acknowledges it, I think that's fine. I don't. Why would I need to know how to handle that situation? Like, if somebody said something embarrassing, we're all just gonna go ahead and skirt by it. Yeah, like that's what I'm trying to think too. What the hell could be so embarrassing or whatever? Whatever. Let's on to the next one. Someone tells a joke and expects you to laugh, but it's not a funny joke.
Good one. That's a perfect.
Ooh, you accidentally like an old Instagram photo.
Oh, God.
That's death. That's death, bro.
Delete social media.
Get me out of this world. Yeah. It's been I haven't.
Well, if I liked one of your old Instagram pictures, no. It's like, it's definitely, there's romantic feelings involved when that's awkward. Anybody,
maybe not even though, but sometimes there's like an old coworker.
Instagram pictures, you wouldn't feel awkward.
Right. It's been some time since I've done any Instagram scrolling, like back through anybody's page.
When you agree, like if it's somebody you see every day, like, dude, I would not feel weird if I did that to you.
Yeah.
Now, if there's somebody that started at work.
Sure, and you're like, you just got on their page, and you're like, what they look like in high school?
I would bury my head in the sand, dude. How do you?
That is a super tough one, and it's more modern too, right?
You ever show somebody like pictures, like, well, especially, I feel like it's most common, like if I'm talking to like, somebody new or a girl, and you're like showing somebody, you're like, don't click it, do not double click it, I swear to God.
Yeah, no, I don't think I've shown. I mean, I have had that situation happen, but it's been a lot of years now. I think the last time that I could even think of being close to that would have been like 2019, 2018.
Dude, that'll get the fucking heart rate up like a late game football game field goal attempt.
Nothing to get your blood going. Like,
what gets your blood going more? That like kick for your team to win the game, or the thought of
liking an old photo
of a girl you're talking to.
That probably gets the heart going a little bit more.
Oh my god!
But
on the other end of it, if that person like one of your old pictures, you'd be like,
it's almost like an in, right?
Yeah, they're stalking me. Okay.
Yep. It's like it's like the teaser before you ever show any real words of affection.
Okay, say that happens to you. Say somebody likes one of your old pictures. Do you acknowledge it, or do you just clock it.
It depends. Yeah, I mean, it's a situation by situation, right? Like,
Man.
if it's somebody that you want to like an old photo of yours, and you're like, okay. But if it's somebody that you're like, oh my gosh, what are we doing here? Then you have to just be like, okay.
I don't like you like that. You are being weird.
Stay off my timeline.
React the exact way they feared when that happens.
That'd be good.
I'm disgusted.
What kind of person goes years back on a timeline?
I would never view you like that, to even look that deep into your fucking pictures. I'm starting to think that me and you don't feel the same way about each other. I'm ending this.
You
And
had
I'm
to go
telling
through
everyone.
800 photos.
I am telling everyone you know. You should be embarrassed.
Change your status to deceased.
Oh, man.
Okay, I don't really get this one either. You're at a restaurant and everyone orders something different. Who orders first? Why does that? I don't understand how that's like an awkward situation at all. Or like, what do you mean?
Here, how about this?
How about the person that's, first off, women first. If you go to the restaurant and you got multiple women there, they order first. And then you just go around the table, right? If the person next to you ordered, then you order next.
I always like this one, too. I'm not ready yet. You go first. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take a steak with a Caesar salad and a baked potato with sour cream and butter. All right. Did you think of it yet? Because that was 4 seconds.
Said, oh, you know what? I think I got it now.
Just say you're not ready. Like the whole you go first thing, it literally takes 3 seconds to order your fucking food.
Like, I feel like every shift I have at least one table where that circumstance will play out, where somebody said, oh, I'm not going to start over there and come back to me.
Especially if it's 2 people.
Yeah.
I'm not ready yet. You go first. All right. Chicken quesadilla.
You go.
Did you think of it yet? Did they give you enough time?
They give you enough time?
Chicken.
Yeah.
Case. You know what I mean?
Right.
I always just want to call people out in that situation. Like, actually, you know what? I'll come back. No. I'll figure it out. And you're just sitting there like the Jordan Peele gif where he's just sweating profusely.
Right. Yeah. For sure. I'll just read a couple more of these here. We'll keep this train moving. When somebody holds the door and you're still like 30 feet away, I'm like, what are we doing here?
It's more rude than that you're holding the door than the person, because then you got to hit
I
a
agree.
light jog. Do you think?
I'm not. No, I always purposely maintain my same speed because I'm like, you're the idiot here, not me.
Here, and this one.
Same way if I'm crossing the street.
What if you hold the door for somebody and it's the appropriate time, like they're coming right behind you, you hold the door, they don't say thank you?
Oh, yeah. I definitely want to grab by the scruff of the shirt, pull them back in the building and say, no, you go ahead and do it. You do it yourself.
You say you're welcome to them?
I have in the past. Usually I'll just be like, all right. I'll just say like that. I'll just be like, all right.
What if you say,
by.
was that you drop something out there, they walk back out, you shut the fucking door in their face.
What's that?
Open it yourself.
That'd be the ideal thing.
Bitch.
That would be the ideal thing.
You think you're a king tut?
Oh. When you, like, the handshake, fist bump, slapping the hands, or the semi-hug, like, you never know what somebody's going to do sometimes.
And again, I think these are all depending on who it's with.
For sure.
Like,
sometimes
what if
it's so
go
bad,
for a hug with a girl, she goes for the handshake, awkward side
you're
hug.
kind of like, you're just like in there
you
tight.
go in your car. Fuck.
Yeah.
But like if it's like with, again, like if it's like me and you, like we'd probably just laugh it off and like we might even like do a little silly like.
And that's kind of, I'll do that even with.
It's all, it depends. These are another one where it just depends who it's with.
Sometimes if it's really awkward and really like clunky, like, you know what I mean? Like I'm meeting somebody or whatever and we didn't know, oh, it's a fist bump. Oh, it's a fucking 5. Oh, it's bring it in or whatever. And then I'll be like, all right, that was weird. Let's just do this again. And then we're all on the same page and we're going to execute the second time around.
You do,
I'll acknowledge
that's
it.
A great
You know what
one.
I mean?
Let's redo that.
Yeah.
Especially with a dap up.
Yeah.
Hey, let's do that again.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're like, and then when it
I'm
hits,
like,
you're like,
thank
there
God.
it is.
Smooth.
But I can't tell you how many times I've been watching like a Cardinals game with my mom and she'll go for the fist bump or vice versa and high five. But like that's my mom, so
Right.
you know we'll make a joke about it. Like, well, you know.
But yeah, I go in for the handshake and end up grabbing a forearm, and I'm like, well, I'm grabbing your forearm now, and hopefully you're grabbing mine.
But I did have that situation last week. Handshake, hug, went for side hug. Still didn't know. So fucking awkward.
It is.
Because it's like this. Here's how it was being presented, and if you can't see, hand was about waist high.
Yeah.
Out.
In
And
front
it's
of
like
him?
a person who I have hugged before, but the
Sure.
dynamics is different. her boyfriend was around, so I didn't know if like she was like going for a handshake.
See, all these things we're supposed to try to think of within a split second as the hand's coming at us.
And then her boyfriend was like, "Oh, she wanted a hug." And she's like, "No, I wanted a handshake." But like, any other time we like full on hug.
Jesus,
that is like the awkward, like the most like specific dynamic.
I'm melting and I'm dying right now. Like that's
see, never. Man, this sucks. This is where our relationship ends.
Yeah, that's funny. All right, so here's some more kind of questions to open up the conversation a little bit more what we're talking about. How long is too long when you're making eye contact?
Never.
I mean, but does it change?
Well, today, quick trip.
Because, right? What do they say when you're if you look at a guy and you see him in the eye, you'll say, "What? You want to fight?" It's like you either want to fight somebody or you want to fuck someone. They say if you're staring at their eyes.
Well, today, just at the quick trip on Dorset, I'm in line.
Were you eye fucking somebody?
No, I wasn't. This older lady, probably late 50s, I'd say.
Yeah.
I'm like at the cashier, and I notice she's just staring at me. And there's like 7 people in line. Not a flirtatious stare.
Yeah.
Like you're just looking at me. So I like look away, look back. She's still looking at me.
Said, okay,
like,
something's going on here. Something's going on here.
Look at, she's still looking at me. And at that point, I'm staring at her until the point when then she breaks eye contact. Nothing ever was verbal, but it's like one of those little interactions in public where I'm like, okay, like what are we doing here? At? Like what was happening?
Yeah. That's what eye contact is a weird thing about humans, right? Like so much can be interpreted or thought just by stares and glares.
Because I am someone, if I notice just like today, like eventually, if I'm like, okay, now this person is looking at me, I am staring at you until you look away.
Right.
And I don't know what that says about me, but like, I'm like, what the, like, all right.
And I feel like...
And isn't it funny? We do all that with no verbal.
Yeah, big time. And I think that with obviously modern day society, with the phones, everybody's looking at the phones all the time, I think... people are quicker to like not make eye contact, especially now, like because they don't want to feel like they're giving away something or whatever. They're being like reserved. So, yeah, I feel like even if I'm having a conversation with somebody, I try to like look at them in the eyes, and I watch them. Their eyes are darting all over the place. You know, they don't want to make eye contact.
But if you're not engaged with somebody, you know, you should learn from a young age not to stare.
Sure. Yeah, there's a difference
even
between...
dogs can feel like, if you're staring at a dog, like, even, like, you could tell, like, they feel that sometimes if they're, like, going to the bathroom and you're staring, they're embarrassed by that. There's something primal that's, like, you know...
Yeah, but how long until it's, like, an uncomfortable? I think it's, like...
3 seconds.
Of continual, like, gaze.
You gotta break it back, but, like... It was like this.
Yeah, he said like this, like everybody's looking at him right now. It's just me looking at you, Xavi. You gotta explain to the people.
And do you ever break it with a wink? To maybe like, you know, like, hey, we're good. We're in an awkward situation right now. Let's break it with a wink. Maybe.
Yeah. I guess I've done that probably. Yeah, sure. If I'm like, you know, making long eye contact with somebody, you gotta give them the nod usually too, right? The upward nod is like, hey, what's up?
So
like
when
if
you make eye contact with somebody, I'm walking this way, they're walking this way. As soon as we make eye contact, you have to nod so quickly.
You have to nod so quickly.
Good morning.
Right. Good morning. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Wake up, Mr. Bob, Mr. with himself. He's such a slob. All right.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
I think that pretty well runs down that. So, you know, that's probably I don't know. There's been a lot of stories from gigs going on.
What if there's 3 urinals in a bathroom? You're at the one on the right, the one in the middle, the one on the left are not occupied. Someone comes in, goes to the middle one.
I mean, it is what it is.
But come on.
Yeah,
it's
like,
weird.
Courtesy would say, go ahead and leave that gap. But at the same time,
what I'm talking
like,
about. You've been in that situation before?
Sure. Yeah. You know.
What the fuck's this guy's problem?
It's true. But, you know, I don't know. Better than peeing in the trough. The honky tonk was that this past weekend in Lake of the Ozarks.
No more troughs at the new Bills Stadium that was just built.
You said no more
Bills
troughs?
Mafia, no more troughs. Their new stadium was revealed today, and
I saw that.
Making the rounds on social media. No more troughs.
We're gonna go in Chicago for a Cubbies game.
I will not be using the trough
here in about a month or so. And Xavi is saying right now he's refusing to use a trough.
That's right. I'm going to Chicago. Stand up.
But the honky tonk at the lake had a trough urinal, and I'm like, well, I guess this is just how we're doing it now. But it's fun, they put ice in there, so you get to pee on the ice, watch it melt. That's fun.
Whoa.
I said,
It's not fun.
Why? It's like peeing outside. You don't have as tight of an aiming spot. You can just like, woo.
I love peeing outside.
That's what I'm saying. It's like a little freedom.
But usually not like in group form, though.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't get the boys together. We didn't go in there.
I'm
at the same
a private
time.
peer, dude. Like any noise distracts me. Like, I don't know. There's some kind of
I can understand
like
that.
that guy on waiting. Like I can't.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't pee. Even if I'm in like door locked in my own bathroom and I hear people talking outside, there's
man.
something wrong in my brain that like stops my like bladder.
Flow, sure.
Yes, dude.
If somebody's trying to have a conversation, I will, clam up
But
like
even
a
if it's not with
slam.
me, like if people are talking amongst themselves and I'm trying to pee, like
No, I hear you.
I have to like concentrate, and I could have to pee so bad, and I'm like, why isn't this working?
Right.
Isn't that crazy?
I don't know. I feel like that's way common. I feel like it's,
Really?
Yeah, I feel like it's common.
It happens to every guy.
I'll dip
Don't
into the
worry.
stall just so I can
dude,
have a
I'm
little
like,
bit of
dude. If I'm always peeing in the stall, dude.
yeah. So I can
got
have a
me
little moment. I
fucked
don't
up,
need to
cuz.
stand next to old Jimmy John and wonder if he's checking out my Jimmy John. I don't know.
And it's not even
not
that.
that I'm
I'm
really worried about it.
Yeah, I'm not even worried about that. It's more of like, well, what is this? Like, why
What
are you
is this?
standing right next to me, bro?
Why are you guys
We got a
having a
whole middle
full-fledged
urinal.
conversation right now? Yeah.
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 And there's some of the stuff you guys get on 69th episode of Sit Talk and Listen after 4 months.
That's right. Xavi already blew through the famous number 69.
We bring the takes.
Little Jared Allen head.
You bring the reactions.
But other great things about 69. I'm going to let that breathe for a second.
Hopefully she did too.
Yeah.
God, they write themselves.
So,
Still has his fastball.
So the headlines from the years, we're going to start obviously in 1869. It was the wedding of the rails, they call it. It was the completion of the first transcontinental railroad in Utah, where the east meets the west. Pretty significant moment. Also, big news in 1869, opening of the Suez Canal. Still a hot button of debate even today because it's such a major port and trade. Being able to get goods from Asia through the Mediterranean up through Europe and across rather than needing to go all the way below Africa or across the Pacific.
Is it transcontinental what they've been talking about lately about men playing in the WNBA?
Yes, I think so.
I just thought it was a topical joke. Sorry.
I'll have to get with
You heard about that?
Sophie Cunningham about that. Yeah, I don't know, dude. It's the whole... It's
Dude, she's not crazy.
grifter.
You know what? This is not a political podcast.
No, this is grifter seasons being grifters. That's all that a lot of that is, brother.
I mean, come on, dude.
He said, I mean,
What did you
come
say
on.
that was wrong?
Yeah. Well, again, it's grifters being grifters. So it's just, I'm not here for that. Tell me when they're playing basketball. Tell me when they're playing basketball. Texas versus white Supreme Court ruling. U.S. Supreme Court declared that individual states could not secede from the Union. That was in 1869 when Texas tried to become its own
I know. And then
country.
now you have some of the biggest patriots in Texas, and it's like,
Yeah, well, they still think that Texas could be independent from the United States. Some of those people even do. They, act about God and country, but they really care about Texas first. Texas. All right, jumping into 1969.
woo!
First man on the moon. Do you believe it?
No.
Man.
You?
Yeah,
I don't
I'll buy it.
No.
Why not?
I think there's I feel like we were in a race with the Soviets. There's every
Sure.
reason to lie. It was a dick measuring contest.
Sure, but also
there's
just
been
as
an
many-
astronaut that was on that trip that wouldn't put his hand on the Bible and swear on it. I mean, it's weird shit, dude. Weird.
Well, maybe
Why do you believe it?
because it makes sense. I mean, we've obviously exponentially grown in technology over the years, so it's not out of the realm of possibilities. And it was, like you said, a dick measuring contest. So when Russia sends somebody up into space, the United States pours all of our money and effort into being the first ones to just do that, to put a guy on the moon. So, just the way that the world was going at the time, it makes sense that
If only Russia was trying to stop sex trafficking, if we could beat them to the punch on that. But it's not the way the world works.
I don't think any one country is not really trying to do that as much as they say they would, because it's the rich and powerful.
That is how the world works.
Yeah. That is how the world works. Woodstock was also a big headline from 1969. Any guesses on estimated attendance for Woodstock? It was I think
568,000.
Not too bad. A little over 400,000 attendees.
All right, that wasn't too off.
No.
How many babies were created at Woodstock? What would you
At
guess?
least 3.
More than 3, right?
He said more than 3, right?
Definitely.
Probably. I mean, if you're talking about 400,000.
Somehow we've regressed as a nation since then, like as far as peace and love and happiness.
Yeah, well, it's
What
because
a positive podcast we've become.
it's because peace, love, and happiness don't sell. It's divisiveness. That's what sells.
And that piece of the guitar player Jimi Hendrix, he sucks, right? That's what you said?
That's what I said?
Didn't he have a famous set at Woodstock?
Yeah, he did. Played the national anthem, burned his guitar. Yeah, Jimi Hendrix stuff.
Woodstock 99 also. That's we'll get there, I guess, in 30 episodes, but...
See you in 3 years. Limp Bizkit.
Do you think Woodstock 99 is the most... Or not Woodstock. Woodstock 69 is the most famous concert of all time?
I think so, especially by just like the lore that's lived up with it over the years, you know? Like... Now, any big concert or anything that happens is going to have so much video and so many pictures taken from it that, like, the accurate story is always going to be able to be portrayed. But a lot of the stuff that comes out of Woodstock was all the verbal stories and, like, the firsthand telling. So it's like, you know, you can be a little bit more grandeur in storytelling than you can if you got pictures and videos telling the story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like
humans, we've always embellished our stories throughout all of time. And then we wrote them down in a thing called the Bible and used it to control people for thousands of years. Whoa. Those are stories. Those are stories. Who knew? All right, Xavi, hits from 1969. What do you got? What do you think? Some of the big artists or big hits, anything you could come to the top of mind?
I think maybe the Beatles were on hiatus during this time.
Beatles were still releasing music.
Beach Boys.
This was in their later kind of phase of the Beatles' career.
Go ahead and rip them off.
Summer of Love. So we had Come Together Right Now Over Me. And Something from the Beatles was also a big hit that year. You know that one? Something in the way she moves.
No.
Never heard it.
You sing it for me?
Attracts me like no other lover.
Oh, yeah, never mind. I know that one.
Sweet Caroline.
That was 1969?
Uh-huh. Time of the Season by the Zombies.
It's the time of the season.
Yep. Build Me Up, Buttercup.
Wow.
Proud Mary. Yeah, 1969 was kind of considered a pinnacle year for American culture.
There's about to be a shift, though, in the music industry.
Currently? What are we talking about?
No, next year.
For the 70s?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I was saying 69 is looked at a lot of times as like a pinnacle, like some of the greatest music released, and some of the cars from that year are still heralded as like the best muscle cars and sports cars.
69.
Yeah, Bryan Adams with his rosy colored glasses right in that song.
Rose-colored glasses.
Yeah, that too. Crimson and Clover. I Heard It Through the Grapevine. Marvin Gaye. Little honky tonk woman.
Do you think music's going to live up right now the way it does, like here, we're talking about shit that happened 57 years ago?
No.
Do you think anything right now is going to be talked about in 57 years like this?
No, it won't probably, because...
That's a shame.
The monocultures are gone, right? Like, when something was popular at that time, that means that the majority of people knew of it because it was popular. Now, there's so many niche things, and everybody's got their own stuff that they consume, that there's no shared culture as much. We don't have those shared songs. We don't have the same shared bands and experiences like we did as people 50 years ago.
There are some things in music. Like, I feel like 57 years after the Tupac Biggie beef, people will still be aware of it.
Sure.
I even feel like
I'm saying
more
things
recently,
in the last 5 years.
57 years from now, people are going to be aware of Kendrick and Drake. Like, I feel like that.
They'll be aware of them, but will they still... Will somebody read a list and be like, oh, that was when whatever.
Drake and
Bum, 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 bum. What's this song?
People are going to know that song 57 years. Not like us.
Not like us. That was the title I was looking for. I was just thinking of the title. Probably, and that's like, but I'm saying moments like that and songs like that are becoming way lesser. Like we can maybe name 1 or 2 songs from this year that are still going to be able to be
everything
named.
Like this is what 69 was 23 years before we were born, and we've known all those songs our whole lives.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Is that the math? I don't know.
Yeah. 1969 was
I'm getting caught up on the math.
23 years before we were born. Which is crazy because we're so far removed. Like, I mean, obviously we're 33 and 34 years removed from the year we were born.
True.
And this was 23 years before. So, like, we were born, the year we were born, we were 10 years closer to 1969 than we are now.
Right.
Which is weird to think about.
Time, brother. It's
Time
weird.
keeps on ticking, ticking, ticking into the future. Yeah.
Beautiful.
You gotta whisper my name.
And then Pinball Wizard also came out from The Who that year.
How's that go?
Sure plays mean pinball. Da 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 da. Crazy flipper fingers.
Huh.
It can't be
I'll
my
give you some
best.
crazy flipper fingers.
Ooh. That's right.
There we go.
Anything else from the beautiful number 69 that you want to bring up to the people at this moment in time?
I think it might be one of the most overrated, overplayed fucking numbers.
Have we played out the joke for too much? Is it now? Do you feel like you judge a guy that wears a jersey and he's got the 69 on the back?
69 420, brother. Dude, just same person. If you have like a funny reaction to the number 420 or 69, you are like a loser.
You're a teen.
You are a tryhard. You
That's so
struggle to
funny.
make friends, so you go to the hits. And this is all things that I can surmise by your juvenile takes on that. Right? Is that fair?
That is fair. And even better if you're wearing like an Ed Hardy t-shirt with a 69 on the back.
Ed Hardy's coming back a little bit.
That's crazy to me. Maybe.
Ed Hardy will make a comeback before Jeff Hardy.
Okay.
Jeff Hardy's still doing it.
Doing what? Jeff Hardy things?
Yes.
Nice. Good for Jeff.
Who's Jeff Hardy?
Wrestler?
Oh.
Yeah. He said, let me see if I can paint him into this corner here. And I said, I got you. Poof. I'm out. Jeff Hardy. All right, Xavi. Today is August 10th. 119 days since our last podcast episode. I don't know if I mentioned that before. I know I did, but I will again. August 10th, we have some national days. This one is really speaking to me right now. It's National Lazy Day. So, you know, Bruno Mars wrote that song.
It's funny to break our 119-day hiatus on National Lazy Day.
Well, nothing like a lazy day to get back to it.
We're not being lazy.
Today I don't feel like doing anything except podcast. Yeah.
Lazy Day.
Okay.
National Lazy Day should be the day after the Super Bowl, and we should make it like a day.
Holiday.
Right?
Holiday. Yeah, for sure. For sure. It is National Ski Citrus Soda Day. You have yourself a ski ever?
Bruh, nah. Like it's the same realm as Squirt or yeah, shit.
Some other off-brand citrus drink, 7-Up bullshit.
Cool on it.
The World Lion Day.
Lion, like Lion.
Yeah, like the animal, manes and whatnot. It's National Shapewear Day.
What is it?
National Shapewear Day.
Shapewear.
Shapewear being like, what are they? A corset, something that you put on to give your body a little bit more shape. It could be compression shorts if you're trying to lift up your tushy. I don't know.
Or what's it called? God. There's like a real tight Spanx.
Spanx,
right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This holiday honors the ongoing advancements in shapewear designed to provide comfort, confidence, and a smooth silhouette. Embrace your body, discover new styles, and share your favorite pieces today. Shapewear. Today is also National S'mores Day.
Oh, yeah, I can get down with that.
Get down with some Smos Day.
But it should be a fall day.
Yeah, I don't know how we ended up in the middle of August with it. I mean, people make s'mores in the summer.
October.
It's always like one of those things you see.
October, November, though. That's more
That
season.
I mean, that's like prime season. I like being around the fire more in the fall. But
Hoodies,
it's definitely like
jeans.
Summer and
Beer.
camping and campfires, and that is like all.
Yeah.
They sell that stuff in the summer.
Yeah, but
a
like
lot.
in my adult life, I
want it more in the fall.
dude, bonfires are the shit.
Yeah, and nothing is less enjoyable. I mean, there's a lot of things that are probably more unenjoyable, but a fire when it's 95 degrees and humid as hell on a summer night, I don't want to sit around and just sweat my ass off, to be honest.
Yeah, no. Who does? That's how I tell you.
Like, I'm okay with hanging out on a summer night, but we don't have to light up a
hoodie,
fire
right?
and try to make it more hot.
You picture a bonfire, you picture your jeans and hoodie.
Sure. I mean, that's like fall attire. But I get, you know, it comes from camping. Everybody doing fires when camping, and a lot of people do
trips.
summer camping. Yeah, float trips. Sure. Okay, a couple other ones here. It's Duran Duran Appreciation Day. That's an official title.
I don't appreciate them.
Well, today's the day,
I don't
if you
care.
will. It's Dean Day. Call Dean. Tell him it's his day. We
Dean
appreciate
Day, like the dean of schools, or like the name Dean.
the name Dean. It's their day. So
Are you
shouts
sure of
out.
that?
I'm sure. They got this little picture of this guy. His name is Dean.
Are you sure it's not the dean of students?
Yes. It would say like Superintendent's Day or something. Because there's always like a name
We should have had
day.
Dean on.
Deanie Weenie, be by Bobini. National Spoil Your Dog Day. I feel like that's pretty close to every day. I can't get in and out of the pet store I'm getting the food without being like, you know, here's a toy that they'll like. Because I think Penny, she's so damn happy whenever she gets a new toy. So it's like, you know, you ever had dogs that are just fun to buy toys for? Not every dog appreciates the toys you get them. You know what I'm saying?
Some are food driven.
Right.
A lot of food driven.
Yeah, and she likes food too, but she also gets excited when she's got a new toy, and it's fun. So I find myself wanting to always get her a little new toy, just like a $3 little stuffed toy or something more at the store. No big deal.
Well, there you go. It's a day
Nothing
for you.
crazy. Nothing crazy. So those are our national days for August 10th. August 10th. Ba-ba-ba-booey.
My favorite day, I feel like it just shouldn't even been on today, so I don't know how to feel about it. C
The
minus
S'mores Day.
for the day. C minus. Duran Duran really brings it down. Who the fuck cares about Duran Duran?
You're not hungry like the wolf?
Fuck them.
Okay. I'm all right. I'm not hot nor cold on Duran Duran. They're just fine.
Stupid name.
I think it's like, I'm sure there's something behind it.
Okay.
I said, okay.
So stupid.
Well, just because we don't understand it doesn't make it stupid.
Duran Duran.
You don't have to understand Jimmy Eat World. That could be thought of as a stupid
Not a
band
bad
name, too. He said, not a bad name. Better than Duran Duran, he says.
Yes.
Other big news while we've been gone. Davey, I think we've both avoided this at least, but a lot of people are catching the diarrhea from the lettuce. Have you heard about that? It's the, what do they call it? The gosh.
Something bad.
Something bad. Cyclospora. There it is. That's how you read. Look, we haven't done the show in months, and I don't even know how to read.
Yeah, you definitely nailed that word 4 months ago.
I would not have. But anyway, they said that Missouri's got one of the highest amount of outbreaks for this.
Is it contagious?
No, well, it's not contagious. It's just a virus that's.
I don't consume a
it's
lot
like
of
E.
lettuce.
coli.
You're not a lettuce consumer, are you?
No, but I had like a chicken sandwich, and we lettuce on there sometimes. I get some salads from time to time. Caesar specifically, usually.
Caesar's the way to go.
But it's this brand, Taylor Farms, that's getting all the blame for having some E. coli infected lettuce. You know what E. coli usually comes from? Poop. So somehow some sort of poopy is getting on this lettuce and then getting it into the people. And they're having, this is reported as explosive diarrhea for a month.
Isn't all diarrhea explosive?
That's also one of my thoughts. I rarely can think of an instance where it's like, well, that diarrhea just went ahead and fell right out. You know, like
It's always
it's
explosive.
coming hot. It's coming in
just
hot.
like an unnecessary adjective.
Yeah, I want to know
It's already a
what.
gross topic. Let's just make it grosser.
Yeah, well, I don't think people are usually listening to us while they're having dinner or
Don't eat
anything.
lettuce.
You know what? Just don't eat lettuce.
I feel like the risk versus reward for that is just.
Yeah, I really am curious of like what kind of threshold has to be passed for somebody to say, I need to call my doctor about this diarrhea. It's explosive. Like, I've never once had to concern myself with getting checked out for diarrhea. So it must be pretty obvious or whatever. I don't know.
Riveting.
Well, hey, you
got it.
I'm not the only one here that's got a microphone.
Welcome back. Well, I mean, I do really think. I mean, you were killing it. Like, I love the social scenarios. And I don't like.
You don't want diarrhea talk?
I don't
no
like
poopy
it.
talk?
I don't like it.
Yeah.
Don't make that noise.
Don't make that noise.
Man. But Spain
Oh,
did win the World Cup.
Good call.
And I will say I was so involved in this World Cup. It was so fun. I went to Ballpark Village for a few games. I was rooting for Mexico, watching it with all the Mexicanos there. It was so fucking fun, dude. And like everywhere there was an Argentina game that I watched. Who they play? Who did Argentina?
In the semi? Where?
God, it was such a good fucking game. Like, I watched the whole thing, no money on the line. Like, the whole World Cup was so good. And I know that I have slandered and dragged soccer's name, and now the World Cup's over. I will do that for the next 4 years. But I've always said the World Cup is so entertaining. Like,
I like watching the World Cup. It's the highest caliber athletes playing, with their country on the line.
The storylines that come out of it, and the, small countries make their run. Gosh, I know it's been, 3 weeks since it ended?
Yeah.
Like, while we were in it, in the trenches, I mean, it took over, wouldn't you say, in sports?
Yeah, I mean, there was, obviously they do it at the right time of the year on the sports calendar. They're not competing with, in America, they're not competing with football or anything like that, so they have the stage to themselves. So obviously, it was the dominating story for about a month, right? Everybody talking about World
and in the sports world, I mean, not a lot. We have been in kind of a dead period of sports, so not a lot to cover. But the first St. Louis Cardinal ever, our boy Jordan Walker, won the home run derby, and not only did he win the home run derby, it was one of the most electric home run derbies of all time. Not just because our guy won.
Fashion.
It was so fun. Like then his family got come on the field afterwards, and we got to all kind of meet the Walkers, and really cool moment for him, the family, and I think St. Louis, right?
Yeah, big time.
Electric. And like, obviously times past is not as topical now, so not to spend a lot of time on it, but I'll remember that forever.
Yeah. I mean, I will too, but again, it's like we just jumped from one thing to the other so quick, so it's like that was only a few weeks ago, but it feels like, not even important anymore.
Yeah, I just want to touch on it because, obviously when we're recording every week, we would have probably spent a good amount of time talking about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's been 4 months. We've definitely missed
it. And he did it in Philly in the finals against Kyle Schwarber, who plays for the Phillies. The whole crowd, like, golly, man.
During that All-Star game, there was Bryce Harper might have leaked a little bit of information. He said LeBron's coming to Philly, and look what ended up playing out shortly thereafter. So somebody might have known something.
LeBron, they go to Philly. Jaylen Brown traded to Philly from the Celtics.
What do you think? Does that make Philly an instant favorite?
Literally, it did not. It made them one of the favorites, but still New York Knicks are the favorite out of the East. I think they're tied for second with the Celtics to come out of the East.
Yeah.
And the West still has the Spurs Thunder, so.
You can assemble all the super players you want, but there's no guarantees of anything in sports. No. In sports.
But, yeah, I mean, football's around the corner.
I know.
We've already seen that. We have to do our annual.
Yeah, your annual
predictions. And we'll do that closer to the season starting.
Yeah, I was watching a couple seconds of that Hall of Fame game.
A good game for as Hall of Fame standards go.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been the talk of the town.
I started watching it, and then it was like the second quarter, and it was all these guys I'd never heard of. I'm like, you know what? I'll just wait until it matters. But I was like, I don't know. I'm torn.
As far as Hall of Fame goes, it has been getting a lot of like, whoa. Like,
the game?
Like, everybody kind of jokingly just checks in the Hall of Fame game, and, football's kind of back, but But this game was a pretty interesting and good game. Then Adam Vinatieri gave Bill Belichick's Hall of Fame little thing, took some shots at his 23-year-old girlfriend, and
Oh, he used it as a roast?
kind of.
Damn.
He was like, sorry, Bill couldn't make it tonight. He's at his girlfriend's cheer camp or whatever.
Jesus. What a weird. That's so weird. There's no way. What do they talk about? Does he say, oh, this is my favorite movie.
Right here,
it came out when you hadn't even, you were 25 years removed.
The C gap, so, I did a reverse there. And from there, we took it 55 yards to the house. It was Kevin Falk, actually.
Yeah, that's what they talk about.
Bill.
Tell me more of your old football stories.
They watch Love Island together.
Wouldn't that be something? Would you like to be a fly on the wall for that one?
No.
Bill Belichick and his young girl sitting there watching Love Island, and you can just listen in on their conversation while they watch that. Wouldn't you? That'd be interesting. Like, what do they talk about? Do they make fun of these people? What are they doing together?
No.
Do they laugh? Bill Belichick doesn't laugh. Not really.
It's a funny dynamic.
It is.
It'd be funny if they just did things like all 20-year-old couples do, though.
Yeah, you just see Bill out at the club, like waiting in line to get in somewhere, like flagging down the Uber.
Bill's not waiting in line, though.
No.
Right?
Nope. He's not doing real 20-something-year-old things.
I just want to see Bill and his girlfriend watching Love Island, though. Like, that specific scenario is funny.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that would be funny, kind of, I think. That would be
Making
funny.
Sourdough bread. Jordan's like, I've been seeing this everywhere.
My friend gave me the starter. Doing, what do they call it, rolled oats or whatever.
Bill's just fucking wants to watch, 1974, AFC Championship.
It's funny.
She's
That's
like, hey,
good.
should we check it?
Should we check it?
Oh, shit. Well, you know what? More power to them, though. They're both adults, consenting adults.
They are adults. Rush is out on tour. That's probably been something new since last we talked. Been a lot of positive reception from what the online world says about it. I've seen some videos. They sound good. They got this Annika Niles chick playing drums with them. She's great. She's real good. Super talented.
Big shoes to fill. I did go to the Lil Wayne concert last week, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, something like that.
So much fun. I got to see, my goat again, and
You
lost my voice
I
for
can say
4
you
days.
just swore that Xavi was the one performing. He came in.
I was getting after it, dude. I had so much fun. No regrets there.
Everybody that was hanging out around him for the concert went home to watch the videos of the concert, and they said, "Who is this guy
No,
rapping bar for bar?"
You couldn't hear me though. There's no way. It was so loud.
Yeah, well, they have to make it loud for everybody screaming.
Well, I wouldn't have screamed if it wasn't so loud.
I know. Well,
I don't know. It was fun. I don't regret it. It's not like I was. Nobody around me could hear me. I guarantee it.
that's what everybody that sings at concerts says.
No regrets. No, dude, that could be the last time I see him.
I know.
Lil Wayne. I know, unlike some people on this podcast,
Okay.
I still appreciate all the music he made.
Oh, what?
the
I don't
genius
appreciate
that
it?
he
Is that what you're saying?
And put on a good show, was very respectful, thanked the fans several times, after every song. Maybe no call, maybe no showed a few shows. Wasn't St. Louis, maybe it's because those cities should be better.
Yeah. Well, why didn't Wayne come out for you? Think about that. Just sit there and think about that.
Yeah.
What did you do to not deserve Wayne?
You should think about that, because I had a blast, absolute grand old time, and literally paid the price for it.
Yeah.
I couldn't talk for 3 days.
Nice. Any new movies I watched?
Oh, The Odyssey. Great.
Have you seen it?
So fucking good.
Caught it in the theaters?
Yeah.
Did you? Nice.
Oh, dude, it was so good.
I think I probably won't catch that in the theaters. We watched that Project Hail Mary with the Ryan Gosling head. I don't know if you've seen previews for that. It's like...
No, sorry, I'm shaking my head no for the people at home.
Thank you. They send him out into space on this mission, and then he encounters an alien type of life form, and then they end up working together to come up with a solution of basically it's the star was dying, the sun was dying, and they have to come up with a solution to slow it down to save their planets. It was more of building a deflectional shield so that the particles or whatever would not enter Earth's atmosphere and destroy it. Anyway, pretty good movie. You got to settle in for it. It's 2.5 2:45.
That's about the same with Odyssey, but it was so good. I'm telling you, dude, you don't feel like you're sitting there for 3 hours. There's a lot of long movies I've seen where you start kind of looking, getting uneasy, restless. The Odyssey, dude, from time it started to time it ended was just boom, 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 boom. We gotta get back to the boats. We gotta get back to the boats.
Well, that is, I mean, the story of the Odyssey as it is just got a lot going on, so it lends itself to a long movie for sure.
Phenomenal, though. I know, obviously, anytime anything is done on a grand scale like that, people are gonna be like, well, it wasn't what I was expecting. It didn't follow this. Oh, why did we have all these mainstream actors playing? Yeah, shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up. Okay.
So yeah, that was good.
Yeah,
Obsession.
good.
That movie Obsession took over the world for a little bit.
Oh yeah,
I thought we were having a nice dinner.
Did you watch that one?
Yeah, I saw that in theaters too.
Any good? Would you watch it a second time?
I have.
Oh, okay.
I have watched it a second time.
I don't know that I'll watch it. I don't
but it's more because I watched it with like a certain group of people, and then people I didn't go with wanted to see it once it came out. So I was like, okay, I'll watch it again. I mean,
that's just not my type of movie. I mean, to give you an idea where my headspace is at, I just got done watching the 3 Toy Stories this past week and a half.
Did you watch Toy Story 5?
It's still in theaters. I'll wait till it comes out on streaming.
Not a theater goer.
Just my bang for my buck's not worth it. I'd rather not spend money in
experience. I love the theater.
I guess it's just not. Yeah, it's not that much more enjoyable for me to go to the theater as it is to just wait for it to come out and watch it at home. Like there's a
different experience at the theater.
It is a different experience, but to me, it's not. I don't find my enjoyment at the movie theater that much more elevated. So I'm like, it's not worth my extra time to go out and do it and the money to pay for it and do it. I'd rather go just hang out and have a long, nice dinner or something else. Like, and then we'll watch the movie at home when we get home.
I love the theater, dude. We might we just agree to disagree.
We can.
I mean, there's something too about like seeing a movie and you know how fucking good it was and you're experiencing it the way I think the director intended on being experienced with all the sounds and sights and stuff that you might miss at home. Yeah. And like, there's so many times where a movie 15, 20 years go by and like you're like, oh, I saw it in theaters. I remember when they came out, I saw it in theaters.
Sure.
Like, there's something that happens at the theater where, like, there's so many movies I watch at home and just completely forget about. But you see a movie in theater, like, it just sticks with you for whatever reason. Probably because it's an enhanced experience.
Yeah, you're forcing yourself to be more engaged with the movie when you're in that zone, at the theater, as opposed to 1,000 things that can distract you at home. But I lock in on a movie at home. That's probably, I don't know. I just like it better. Trying to think of other major things that have happened in the last 4 months that we need to maybe talk about. Probably nothing. No major world events.
Nothing that's worth talking about.
Exactly. WNBA, who cares? Cardinals, wild card, daddy likey.
We're not a wild card.
We're 3 games out. We're knocking on the door.
Dude. They put on a good show this year. It's been fun. The team, like, I'm not disappointed with them. I'm proud of them. But I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
We could go out there and be in the bullpen, and you wouldn't notice a difference.
We've played.
You would not. No, I'm serious. You wouldn't notice the difference of me and you came and pitched the 6th and the 7th.
Yeah. It's pitching, especially bullpen pitching, has been crazy bad. The band has played like 4 or 5 pre-games. For the Cardinals down there, the Ballpark Village now. We were just there this past weekend.
Rockies.
Huh?
For the Rocky series?
Yeah. I saw like more Milwaukee fans than I saw Rockies fans. I didn't know what was going on. I said, wait, I thought we were playing Colorado today, but there was like a group. I don't think they were even together, but there was like at least 20 people wearing Brewer stuff walking around for whatever reason. I guess people from Milwaukee decided it was a good time to come to St. Louis.
Well, good for them.
Any odd trips? Let me think. Oh, I had to go to the Lake of the Ozarks and back twice last week for gigs. One was like a convention, and we were hired to play like their closing party type of thing. And it was funny because it's like an HR professionals convention, so it's like all these HR people that are like the heads of HR. Their companies are all part of this HR organization, right, where they get together and they'll have conferences and do their learnings and whatever else HR stuff. Anyway, so it's just funny watching all these HR folks totally get hammered and just be all sorts of not HR compliant. I'm sure they're all pent up kind of people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that was an interesting event. It was like in a big old ballroom at a a conference center. It was Margaritaville at Lake of the Ozarks. It's like a big resort place. And then drove home that night. Now that was an interesting gig actually, because I had to drive out there and drive back, and I was up early that day. I decided I was gonna let's take a little bit of these mushrooms, a little microdose. It's gonna carry me through the long day. You get that extra bit of energy.
Yeah.
But I grabbed a little bit more than a microdose. So I'm sitting there like I get to the gig and I'm like starting to set up, and that's when it just like it's hitting me, and I'm okay on the outside, but internally like my brain's just going a mile a minute, and I'm like, man, I gotta get out of here for a second. So I just walked outside, sweated my ass off for a while, had some water, and went back in. But it was just funny because like I hadn't had any mushrooms in a long time. So what I normally would take is like a small amount. Hit me a lot harder than I was expecting.
Your tolerance was down.
Huh?
Your tolerance was down.
Tolerance?
Tolerance.
Oh, tolerance. Yes. Yep. But it was good. I mean, I didn't, do anything crazy or not be in the right place at the right time or nothing like that. But I just was like, it was a rough ride up on that one. I said, woo. Not like literal ride, like metaphorical ride of the mushroom wave. the energy came sweeping over me. It was all
as it does.
Pretty intense at the beginning, as it does. But rocked out that gig. All the HR professionals were happy, and then played the honky tonk. Freaking got back at 4 a.m. on Friday after playing that gig because we were done at midnight, and then packed it up and drove home.
Done at midnight? You mean start at midnight?
What?
You were done at midnight?
Yeah, for the honky tonk gig.
You didn't get home till 4?
Yeah, Lake of the Ozarks.
Oh, the honky tonk was in the Lake of the Ozarks.
Yes.
I was thinking you were on Main Street.
No.
Okay.
The Chicks and Dicks honky tonk in Lake of the Ozarks.
Nice.
That's the one that had the trough, I was saying.
On the dick side.
On the dick side. Well, maybe they got a ladies' trough. I didn't go and look. Wouldn't that be something? They all have to get up, squat up the trough. Oh, man. That visual got carried away.
Funny. That's a funny bit.
Funny bit.
Okay, so.
Well, we have a Mount Rushmore we'll get into. We'll have a Mount Rushmore we'll get into. But maybe real quick, I say real quick about a lot of stuff, but real quick before we get into the Mount Rushmore, we'll do a quick ranking of our best and worst things. I got a couple subjects here. And we've kind of ranked some of this stuff while doing Mount Rushmores. But let's just jump into it. So give me like road trip snacks, your top 1, top 2 favorite road trip snacks. Is it salty? Is it sweet? Like, what do you go for always for a road trip snack?
Road trip snacks? I feel like it's got to be like the salty, I'm
asking like you personally, not like what do you think the most popular is? What do you go for? Because I feel like I want just like a sour candy, I want the bag. I can just reach in and grab one every so often. I'm not sometimes the bag of chips will hit, but like the jerky isn't really for me. I'm not really always a jerky head.
Jerky's a huge popular one.
Because like when are you buying beef jerky if it's not a road trip? I feel like the only time I've ever bought beef
by
jerky.
myself or am I with people? Because the jerky is a good one, but it's also like it's pungent.
Yeah,
and it's so same thing
sour
with like
cream
the sour
and
cream cheddar ruffles.
Yeah, I was riding with the banjo player Chris was riding with me to the Ozarks and back for both those gigs, and we stopped at a gas station and I come back out and I just had gotten like some regular Lay's, and I told him, I said, "You're lucky. I was sure eyeballing the sour cream and cheddar ruffles. You don't even know what kind of hell I saved you from." For
some reason, too, like I think Funyuns are a hit on like I love Funyuns on
Funyuns.
Specific like yeah, but like I'm definitely a big bag of chips person. You know that. I know that.
Big old bag of chips.
Definitely like I like the big candy too. Like if I'm going like road trip, like a big bag of like strawberry Twizzlers. That
yeah, I do like the candy. Not Twizzlers are good. I don't think they don't come to my mind for like a road trip one.
No, I like Twizzlers on a road trip. But yeah, I don't know. It's been a while. I haven't got out in a while. I guess I'll tell you when
Come back
Next
from
month.
Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good time.
I cannot fucking wait for that, dude.
Yes, needed. I'm gonna. Well, we'll get into it later. We'll talk about my Branson trip next week because me, Jay, and Adrian, we're gonna be taking a little trip out to Branson this weekend. Yay!
Fun stuff.
Yeah, and I think I'm gonna break down and finally try to find me a cowboy hat to wear for the band. But I said it's going to be like how the wizards and witches all look for their wands in Harry Potter. Like the hat's going to find me. You know what I mean? I'll put it on and I'll know it's the right hat or not the right hat. It's true. I'm a whore for money.
Yeah. I don't know. Also, if I'm by myself too, like sunflower seeds, especially if it's like window down weather conducive, like
Sunflower.
it's nice, but sunflower just constantly
Yeah.
keeping your mouth constantly occupied. And then you
I
choose some
don't
sunflower
mind the
seeds.
sunflowers, but I feel like I don't have enough.
Also, you
Like,
know
I
what
just
my
want-
favorite road trip snack might be? A nice Camel Crush cigarette, dude. Fucking something hits like them cigarettes on them road trips, dude.
It was so funny. We played that corporate party, and when we got done, some drunk woman came up to us and was like, "Do any of you guys smoke? I need a cigarette." And then our bass player's like, "Yeah, I got some right here." And he had like Winston Reds or whatever. And she's like, "Oh, I actually only want a menthol." And he's like, "Well, fuck you then." You know, he's like, "If you're going to bum a cigarette, you got to be okay with whatever you get."
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like when I was downtown and I went in with my friend to this sub shop, Planet Sub down there. And this guy asked like for something. So he came out and brought him a sandwich. He's like, "I ain't get no drink."
It's like the lady we interviewed in high school.
Yeah.
She said, "Oh, I can buy you a sandwich." She said, "Okay, well, when are you going to be back?"
Yeah. How about, dude, the burger is only coming when I get back. Like,
Yeah.
You know, like I'm not going to expedite this.
Like, oh, you got a meeting to get to? What are you doing? You got things to do?
Yeah.
No.
But that lady was pregnant, dude. So
I know. I'm just a fodder. We're going to make a little quick jokes. All right, so now we're going to rank the worst. What is the worst chores in your opinion?
The worst chores?
Yeah. Is it grocery shopping? Is it
Cleaning up.
clothes shopping?
Picking up dog shit.
But that can be done in like a couple minutes
You ask
sometimes.
me what I don't like.
Well, I know. I'm just having a conversation of why I think maybe it's not the absolute worst. Because it's at least quick if you
I don't
stay
mind
on it.
grocery shopping. I mean,
If
I'm
you-
single.
I'm single.
I can get whatever I want and do what I want when I want.
Scrubbing the toilets, it's up there for me.
Cleaning the
Not a
bathroom
favorite.
is a terrible chore. Like,
Even if you stay on top of it and do the toilet weekly, there's still going to be some
and there's things
gross
that aren't
stuff on
even
that
that
toilet.
hard, like folding the laundry.
Ooh, that's a bad one. That's a hard.
Because it's like you, like every instinct in you, like wants to just dump the hamper out on your bed.
Yes,
And-
and leave it.
Or just keep the clean clothes like just all piled up in your hamper, but then
Right.
they get wrinkled. Like folding laundry sucks.
Yeah,
Dishes suck. Dishes terrible.
yeah.
And it's not even that it's a hard task, but it's like you get done with your meal, it's so good, and it's like fuck. Like you either do the dishes right then, which sucks, or you let them pile up, even worse.
Yeah, I'm a do it right there. I can't stand when they pile up because then it becomes a whole lot more of a what for when they start piling up,
Cleaning
right?
the gutters, I've never done, but I imagine that sucks.
Yeah, it can be a pain, but
Gotta
sometimes
get up
certain.
there, scoot the ladder down.
It depends on obviously the type of house. If it's just like an easy low slope roof, kind of like how ours are. I mean, I can get up there with a blower and just blow it out.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have to like get in with my hands and scoop it out or nothing crazy.
I mean, all chores kind of suck. The
Sure, but
nature
we're
of chores.
ranking the worst. That's what we're
Cleaning the bathroom's a good one.
That's bad. It's not fun.
Dude, yes.
But it needs to be done, and then the longer you wait, the worse it is.
I know.
So
It's everything
just like
in life.
dishes.
Every-
It's true. Hence why it's been however many months since our podcast. Because if you wait too long to do the everyday things,
Yeah, builds up.
sucks. Builds up.
Builds up.
Okay, Xavi. With that, I think it's time to get into our Mount Rushmore for this episode. And we're going to do a consensus. We're not going to try to both pick our own top four. We're going to come together and we're going to agree on four of the best returns, right, in history.
Yeah.
So go ahead, throw it out there. I guess we're going to assume that the Michael Jordan making his comeback.
It's gotta be. Michael Jordan, I mean, that's what you think of when you think of a return. I mean, the anticipation
it's always
of
compared these days, right? Like, oh, that's the greatest comeback since Jordan wearing the 4.5 or whatever. Isn't that what he was wearing?
Yeah.
I'm so bad.
Yeah, he did come back. He came out of retirement, and he wore 45 for the remainder of that Bulls season. The next season started, he was back to 23. But just Jordan coming back. Obviously, they won 3 straight championships. He disappeared for 2 years.
Now, where do you stand on that? While we're just talking about this, is take the offshoot, get the off ramp one time. People say that he retired early and went to baseball because of gambling debts. Do you think that that's true, or do you think that's fabrication?
Yeah, I believe there's probably something there. Like, I don't know.
Where there's smoke, there's fire?
Yeah, I don't know if he, like, why would somebody who's so obsessed with basketball the way Michael was go play minor league baseball, like, in the height of his success and how much he did? Like, he was just obsessed with basketball and winning.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, I know they framed it as he did it for his dad, but
after his dad was like murdered, right?
Yeah.
And some say that his dad's murder could have been tied to some gambling debts too. Oh, Mike. Nobody knows. I'd like to know the truth of that story before he died, but we probably never know. I'm surprised no mobsters have come out and been like, no, this is actually what happened. It's been long enough. Mobsters like to tell stories, don't they?
Yeah.
I think. At least in my mind they do. Sit around with the gabagool and tell the stories. Hell, I don't know.
There's so many big returns, and then there's like, I think again recent. Obviously, he returned, and then his 4th or 5th special kind of was the same thing. But at first, when Dave Chappelle had that huge hiatus from the Chappelle Show, and then returned for his first Netflix special, that felt like a huge deal. And like Dave Chappelle's back, and like the height of pop culture when he was, I don't know. Another famous one. Jesus died. And then he returned
died
3 days later.
Allegedly.
That's a big return.
Yeah, allegedly.
Okay. Well, we get that.
We know that Michael Jordan returned. We don't know that Jesus returned.
I mean, I feel like you're kind of being like the anti-religion hardo, like, which is, I feel like it's just,
Sure.
it's almost as extreme as the religious hardo.
Not necessarily. If we're going to try to make a list of real things, how do we know?
The return of Edge, the wrestler, when everybody thought his career was done, and then you heard his music play at the Royal Rumble. Oh my God, dude. Blew the roof off the place. And that's a feeling you'll never have because you hate joy and you hate wrestling. But
you hate
Edge
joy.
coming back, God, that return sticks out so much to me.
Goosebumps. Yeah.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you, dude. Do you have any returns in your head?
Yeah, I'm thinking about, I'm just trying to figure out the year, but Zeppelin, after John Bonham died, they were off for a lot of years, and then they made a return during a Farm Aid show, I believe, in the 80s. And yeah, that was like big deal. Yeah, when was that? It doesn't matter when it was, but either way, that was a heralded return.
What about the return of the Wendy's Spicy Nugget? Such a big deal, dude, when it happened. I mean, Chance the Rapper kind of was spearheading that, but I know there's a lot of fanfare when that Wendy's brought back the Spicy Nugget. People were fucking jazzed, bro. Jazzed. And every year there's a return of the McRib. But that's like an annual return.
Yeah, the fillet of fish or whatever. It's McRib season.
No, it's not the fillet of fish. It's the McRib.
But I know those are different things, but they do it.
The Shamrock Shake.
Oh yeah,
they return that every year.
True. Yeah, the planned scarcity is worked out for them.
Here's a great return.
Let's go.
When Prohibition ended,
the return of alcohol. That might be on there.
That has to be on there, dude. Like they went. I mean, there's parades.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, people were drinking them, but it's like
parades in the street.
You had to do speakeasies and all that stuff. Like the end of Prohibition, what a return!
I agree. That should be on there.
What about the return of the troops at the end of World War II? Troops coming back home. Hell of a return.
Parades.
Hell of a return, dude.
A lot bigger return than Vietnam. People throwing things at our soldiers. A lot different 20 years can make there.
Well, World War II, when you say the return of the troops was a pretty big return?
It was a very big return. I agree. I agree.
I mean, people were celebrating that. There's an iconic picture
Yes.
of
That's true.
the kiss.
The sailor.
Yeah.
Dipping his lady.
Hell yeah. What a return, dude. That's got to be on there.
I think so. I'm just trying to work through all these. My brain's trying to filter through a lot of different things.
So many returns, and it's like going to be one of those where we're going to be thinking about them time and time again.
Sure. People will tell us how we left off this, that, the other thing.
Jordan 4-5 is the biggest return. World War II soldiers. You're still on there.
You're still there. You're just not.
What do you think the return of alcohol?
Prohibition. I think so. Yeah, because it is a return of it. It was gone and then came back. Boom, boom.
When you get your taxes returned.
Ooh, there's a big return.
I know it's kind of like playing within the, I guess, little loopholes of this, but it's kind of a fun one.
Yeah,
everybody loves their tax return.
I agree.
Hits your fucking account, Jesus.
Surprise!
Yeah, dude.
You didn't know you had that.
What's solidified right now? Are we going
Jordan for sure solidified. Prohibition, I think, should be solidified.
Yeah.
And then, what was the other one you said just a minute ago that was solid?
World War II.
Oh.
Return of the troops.
Yeah, let's hold on to that one. It's still really good, but we gotta.
I mean, there's so many things to filter through here.
I know. The Return of the Mac.
Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
Or even then, Star Wars took a 20-year hiatus and came back in between, the last movie remember the early 2000s when they came out with that first one, Anakin's a boy. That was pretty big deal. That was a huge return.
It was.
I mean, there's so many big returns that are hyped up. Right?
Yes. Big returns. Oh, Conor McGregor's made a bunch.
Yeah, the last one
not so big.
But things like that too. Like when huge icons
come back out of the spotlight for a while and then they make their glorious
Top Gun
return.
made a return. It was a remake, but it was a return. That was a pretty big deal a couple years ago.
Right. I'm trying to think of any major world figures or whatever that maybe were in positions and then disappeared and then came back and they were heralded when they made their return, right? I'm just trying to think through all that kind of stuff. Beep, beep, boodle-a-doo. See, when we do it live, there's a lot more filtering that's got to go on to my brain.
I mean, I
don't want to feel like I'm leaving anything out, but I also feel like I am leaving everything out because it's hard to think about it on the spot. Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes. I
mean, I like the return of the troops from World War II. I feel like it was a huge one.
It's a big one.
Especially at the time, the communications are not as accessible. So
sure,
obviously it was probably the biggest. I mean, it is the biggest world war in modern history.
Yep. I mean, we're still living in the ramifications of that war and other wars, but that one being a big one within the last 100 years.
Those Chilean miners, they returned. That was a pretty big deal.
Big deal.
Or who was that girl that was kidnapped and returned all those years later? Was that Elizabeth Smart?
Oh, gosh. That was a pretty I know the name. I know the story. Was that her? I think so.
I think it was Elizabeth Smart. That was a big return.
Yeah. When there was that the story from there's a Sean something, a kid that was kidnapped from the Kirkwood Emos and gone for some years, and then
Michael Devlin.
That's it. Yeah, those are the names.
So if we're return
in the same vein of the Elizabeth Smart kind of stuff.
Yeah. See, there's a lot of returns.
Mike Tyson coming back into the pop culture in the last 10, 15 years.
Yeah. That's what I was saying, along the same vein as Dave Chappelle. At the time when Dave Chappelle first came back, I was like, whoa.
Yeah. So far, the soldiers returning for World War II is still sitting best for third.
If Subway returned that $5 footlong, I mean, we'd fucking ramp that right up to the goddamn Mount Rushmore right now.
Probably. But they won't. Nobody ever gives you consistent lowered prices.
So we got 3, dude.
3 that I feel real good about for sure. I
think we just go with, it's not really.
Wasn't there like some sort of extinct animal that they brought back?
If it's not prevalent, dude, that's not the Mount Rushmore. We don't even know it.
I know. It was like some sort of dire wolf or whatever.
That is pretty cool. But
bringing back extinct animals. Talk about a comeback nobody expected.
I think as far as pop, dude, I kind of want to push for the spicy nugget when Wendy's returning that bitch, dude.
I just don't think it moves enough people. I think there's certain people that are like, yeah, it's great. I don't know. I feel like there's got to be something that's more significant.
What about the return of Nick and Bob on Sit, Talk, and Fucking Listen?
That could be it. 119-day hiatus. People said, "Oh, they're just like your standard podcast." They wrapped it up. Let's just
do it. Let's just put that in there. This is the face of it. This is our return, and
that's right.
There we go. So we have Michael Jordan returning in the 4-5. Right. Oh, wait a minute. LeBron James coming back to Cleveland, too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Sport returns. That's pretty
and won
big.
It. Won the championship with them eventually. That was a pretty big homecoming.
Yeah.
And maybe not as big as what we're doing right now.
I wouldn't say it's as big as what we're doing right now.
But it's an honorable mention.
Honorable mention for sure. And on that same vein, I'm thinking of other major athletes that maybe went to a different team and then came back to whatever their original team or some other their hometown or something that was heralded.
Albert,
yeah, big return,
hitting 700.
It was
the miracle run I don't know,
but it was like a slow burn of a return. Like some people were excited right away,
dude,
but some people were like,
but towards the end there, when all of a sudden he went on a tear,
right.
One dotted the second half after the All-Star game.
Yeah.
And we made the playoffs, won the division, and Albert, it just was one of the most productive hitters in the major leagues.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might have just talked myself into Albert's return to St. Louis, dude.
I mean, that one's for sure, as far as the world of returns, like a big one.
Odell just returning the New York Giants, not big news, but
David Perron coming back again and again. Yeah. That's a good one.
Can we go Albert?
I think so.
Albert returning and hitting 700?
Yeah.
Home?
Yeah, put that on there. I want to see it etched in stone. Albert
returning, Michael Jordan come back, the World War II troops return, and Prohibition ending. That's a great Mount Rushmore.
Yep.
Best
Lock
returns.
It in. Best returns.
There it is. Still have our fastball.
Somebody does. Not me. Not me. Speaking of things.
Am I the asshole?
Yeah. Well, in my case, I usually am the asshole. But whatever, we're going to listen to this story, and we're going to find out if this person's the asshole.
Am I the asshole for not letting my son have any birthday cake? My son, 7, was at our daughter's birthday party. He kept blowing her candles out despite us politely asking him not to numerous times, including a rhetorical question on whether he would like it if someone else did this on his birthday party. I could see my daughter getting a tad distressed on her special day. So after she cut the cake, we gave birthday cake to all the children except our son. Now certain members of the family are pissed.
Whatever.
Edit. They're saying we should have just served him last and not given, and that not giving any was a step too far. For context, we explicitly told our son he wouldn't be getting any cake if he persisted.
I feel like that's a pretty dang easy thing. By God, the kid didn't get some cake. It's not the end of the world. If he's acting like an asshole, he doesn't get cake. It's pretty easy. Why? Who are these people that are somehow shaming them? Oh, could you not give your?
I will say the Reddit community has deemed these people the asshole.
Yeah, no. What Reddit? Dumb. How fat do you have to be like? Well, God, how could you not give your son a piece of cake?
That 7-year-old at the birthday party. Now the parents
shame him. We need more public
shame. The parents
shame.
Politely asking instead of the first time your son blows the candles out of your daughter, say, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah. You gotta be more stern with him.
Hey, don't do that, buddy.
But you're teaching him that actions have consequences, and when he kept blowing it out, even after he was told not to, and there'd be actions, you have to stick true to those actions. Say, well, we told you weren't going to get cake if you kept doing it, and you did. So this is happening now, and that's how people fucking learn. Hopefully, you have to.
So you liked what the parents did.
I mean, I don't have a problem with it. If that's the way they want to handle it, sure. I don't see a problem. God forbid the kid doesn't have a piece of cake. What are we talking about?
Yeah, but he has to watch everybody else eat cake. He's 7.
Big effing deal. He shouldn't have been. Everybody else had to watch him blow out the candles a bunch of times. Point. Like, I don't care.
I'm just talking through it.
I know, but I'm just saying it doesn't make any sense to me.
Playing devil's advocate.
Thank you. I usually have to. So I'm just saying it doesn't make any sense why somebody's going to be like, well, just give him a piece of cake. He's only 7. It doesn't matter. He's only 7 means that he'll get over it.
Should have been more stern with him, though, in the first place.
Well, yeah.
Politely asking a 7-year-old to stop blowing their daughter's candles out.
No, you put him in his place. Because some people, we would have been put on our place and not gotten cake. God forbid,
Smacked in the mouth.
Smacked in the mouth.
You think if you were blowing out Joey's candles the first time, how would your dad, you think it would have been like, Bob?
He'd been like, what the hell do you think you're doing? And he yanked me out of the room.
Do it again.
No, that wouldn't have been no, I wouldn't have been close enough to have a chance to do it a second time.
I couldn't imagine even at 7, though, just having that kid might be autistic.
Sure. Doesn't mean he needs cake.
All right. I mean, that was a short, sweet one to the point, like I said.
It's the sweet one.
Not everyone has to be broken down to 15.
You mean we don't need 20 minutes on everything?
No, but
okay.
I just thought that was an interesting one, and especially because the overwhelming people were saying you're the asshole.
No, Reddit hive mind, all these fats that be like, oh, God forbid you can't, the kid doesn't have a piece of cake. Well, everybody else has got a piece of cake and he doesn't. Well, he was acting like an asshole. So he'll remember, oh, I didn't get a piece of cake that time, probably because of my actions. The more this starts early, people need to be responsible for their actions, and you got to start holding them responsible for those actions at a young age.
Yeah.
Otherwise, then they grow up, and then when people start trying to hold them responsible for the actions, they become outraged and, oh, I've never been treated this way. No, maybe you should be treated that way. That's part of the problem. So good job, parents.
There you have it.
Good job. I'm on your side on that one.
Well,
pivoting
from here,
things we're looking forward to. Like I said, I'm going to Branson this weekend, so I'll regale we're going to Silver Dollar City on a Saturday. That's the main thing we're doing out there. We're going to the Silver Dollar City. So I'll take fine notes and I'll regale everybody with the beauties of Branson when we get back to it on Monday next week. That's what the plan is. We're gonna get this pod back on the tracks.
We're back, dude.
We're back. Shaking off the rust, thinking about if my mouth works.
No, I mean, here we are. I feel like this is, we're back, dude. Sit, talk, and listen's back. It feels good to be back. We'll get back into the groove of things, the swing of things, and, I guess talk to you next Monday. I don't really have anything off the top of my head right now. I got
nothing you're looking forward to this week?
I just got a little bit of a headache.
Any games?
Peek behind the curtain.
Any games you're looking forward to this week?
Games.
Sports games?
No.
Nothing that's got you on your radar?
No.
He said no. Mike,
I'm going to be seeing my dad's play Friday. I was supposed to see it Sunday. Got pushed back, so that'll be exciting.
Nice. So there you go. So you'll have a little review of the play action. Where and when?
Christ Memorial Theater.
Tell the people.
Friday. I'm going at 7. There should be tickets available. If not, that's also good for my dad.
Yes.
So regardless, yeah.
I think that's good.
I have that Friday. Looking forward to have a day off. This was my day off. And I'm spending it with you guys.
Yay. All of our fans and sponsors.
Well, on that note, it's good to be back. It feels so good to be back. Love everybody.
Yes.